Canada immigration crisis. Conservatives release bold plan to restore order. Canada's immigration system is facing growing strain, and the Conservatives are stepping in with a bold new plan. Promising tighter borders and faster processing, the proposal aims to restore control and public confidence. The video sets the stage for a heated political showdown. If you are interested in this topic, please pay attention and watch the video through to the end to get all the information. Please hit like and subscribe, and don't forget to push the notification bell for an upcoming video. On April 22, the Conservative Party of Canada has unveiled a bold plan to address what they call the lost Liberal decade, a period marked by unchecked immigration surges that have strained housing, healthcare, and job markets. With a focus on restoring integrity, prioritizing Canadian needs, and ensuring sustainable growth, the Conservatives aim to rebuild an immigration system that works for both newcomers and long-time residents. This video dives into the Conservative Party's immigration platform released on April 22, exploring its key promises, the challenges it seeks to address, and the potential impact on Canada's future. From cracking down on fraud to prioritizing economic growth and protecting Canadian jobs, the plan is designed to resonate with voters and spark widespread discussion. The state of Canada's immigration system, a decade of mismanagement. Under the Liberal government, Canada's immigration policies have faced growing criticism. The Conservatives argue that the Liberals' reckless and unsustainable immigration surge has overwhelmed critical infrastructure. Housing crisis, skyrocketing home prices and rental costs have made housing unaffordable for many Canadians, particularly in major cities like Toronto, Vancouver, and Montreal. The influx of newcomers has outpaced housing development, exacerbating the shortage. Healthcare strain, hospitals and clinics are struggling to keep up with demand, with wait times for surgeries and doctor appointments reaching unprecedented levels in some regions. Job market pressures, the influx of temporary foreign workers and international students has sparked concerns about wage suppression and job competition, particularly in low-skill sectors. The Conservative Party points to the Liberal government's failure to align immigration levels with Canada's capacity as the root cause of these issues. Their platform emphasizes a return to the fair and orderly system that existed under the Harper government, which prioritized economic contributions and sustainable growth. The Conservative plan, restoring integrity and sustainability. The Conservative Party's immigration platform is built on a clear principle: immigration must benefit Canadians and newcomers alike. To achieve this, they propose a multifaceted approach that addresses fraud, prioritizes economic needs, and ensures sustainable population growth. Below, we break down the key pillars of their plan. Sustainable immigration levels. The Conservatives pledge to keep population growth below the rate of housing, job, and healthcare growth. This means aligning immigration targets with Canada's capacity to provide homes, employment opportunities, and medical services. Why it matters: by tying immigration to infrastructure growth, the Conservatives aim to prevent further strain on already overstretched systems. For example, Canada's housing shortage is estimated at 3.5 million homes by 2030, according to the Canada Mortgage and Housing Corporation. Without action, rapid population growth could deepen this crisis. Impact on Canadians: lower immigration levels could ease pressure on housing markets, making homes more affordable for young families and first-time buyers. It could also reduce wait times for healthcare services, improving access for all. Rejecting the Liberal Century Initiative. The Liberals have been linked to the Century Initiative, a controversial proposal to dramatically increase Canada's population by 2100. The plan envisions megacities like Toronto, 33.5 million, Montreal, 12.2 million, and Vancouver, 11.9 million, which the Conservatives argue is unsustainable. Why it matters: critics of the Century Initiative warn that such rapid urbanization could lead to overcrowding, environmental degradation, and strained public services. The Conservatives' rejection of this plan signals a commitment to balanced growth that preserves Canada's quality of life. Impact on Canadians: by opposing megacity growth, the Conservatives aim to protect smaller communities and rural areas from being overshadowed by urban sprawl. This could also preserve green spaces and reduce traffic congestion in major cities. Cracking down on fraud and abuse. The Conservative platform includes measures to restore integrity to the immigration system by targeting fraud and abuse. Criminal background checks for student permits. To ensure safety, all individuals entering Canada on a student permit will be required to undergo criminal background checks. Faster refugee claim processing. The Conservatives propose a last-in, first-out system for refugee claims, prioritizing recent applications to reduce backlogs. They also plan to implement departure tracking to monitor visa overstays. Swift removals for criminal activity. Anyone on a visitor visa who breaks Canadian laws will face expedited removal, sending a strong message that criminal behavior will not be tolerated. Why it matters: these measures aim to rebuild public trust in the immigration system by ensuring that only law-abiding individuals are granted entry. Fraudulent claims and visa overstays have long been a point of contention, with estimates suggesting thousands of individuals remain in Canada illegally. Impact on Canadians: enhanced security measures could reduce crime rates and ensure that immigration resources are allocated to those who genuinely contribute to society. Protecting Canadian jobs. The Conservatives are committed to prioritizing Canadian workers by reforming the Temporary Foreign Worker Program. Union LMIA pre-checks: employers will need to consult unions before hiring temporary foreign workers, ensuring that Canadians are given first priority for jobs. Dramatic reduction in TFWs: the Conservatives plan to significantly cut the number of temporary foreign workers, focusing on sectors with genuine labor shortages. Why it matters: the TFW program has been criticized for allowing employers to bypass Canadian workers in favor of lower-wage foreign labor. By prioritizing Canadians, the Conservatives aim to protect wages and job opportunities. Impact on Canadians: this policy could lead to higher wages and better job prospects, particularly for young Canadians and those in low-skill sectors. Reducing non-permanent residents. The Conservatives pledge to dramatically reduce the number of temporary foreign workers and international students, bringing levels closer to those under the Harper government. Why it matters: international students, while valuable to Canada's education sector, have been linked to housing shortages in university towns and cities. Similarly, the over-reliance on temporary workers has strained local economies. Impact on Canadians: a reduction in non-permanent residents could free up rental housing and reduce competition for entry-level jobs, benefiting students and young professionals. Collaboration with Quebec. The Conservative platform respects the Canada-Quebec Accord, giving Quebec greater control over temporary immigrants under the International Mobility Program, excluding asylum seekers and workers subject to international agreements. They also commit to having the number of non-permanent residents in Quebec while working with small and medium-sized businesses to address labor shortages. Why it matters: Quebec has unique cultural and economic needs, and the Conservatives' plan acknowledges this by granting the province more autonomy. Addressing labor shortages ensures that businesses can thrive without relying heavily on foreign workers. Impact on Canadians: this tailored approach could strengthen Quebec's economy and preserve its cultural identity while supporting businesses in need of workers. Why this plan resonates with Canadians. The Conservative Party's immigration platform taps into widespread frustrations with the current system. Polls consistently show that Canadians support immigration but want it to be managed responsibly. A 2023 Angus Reid Institute survey found that 60% of Canadians believe immigration levels are too high, citing concerns about housing and healthcare. By addressing these pain points, the Conservatives are positioning themselves as the party of practical solutions. Their focus on sustainability, security, and economic growth appeals to a broad audience, from young families struggling to buy homes to retirees worried about healthcare access. Potential challenges and criticisms. While the Conservative plan has strong public appeal, it's not without potential challenges. 1. Economic impacts. Reducing temporary foreign workers and international students could affect industries like agriculture, hospitality, and education, which rely heavily on these groups. The Conservatives will need to balance economic needs with their commitment to prioritizing Canadian workers. 2. Humanitarian concerns. Critics may argue that stricter refugee policies and visa enforcement could harm vulnerable populations. The Conservatives will need to ensure that their policies remain compassionate while addressing fraud. 3. Implementation timeline. Overhauling the immigration system is a complex task that requires coordination across federal and provincial governments. Delays or mismanagement could undermine public support. Despite these challenges, the Conservatives' focus on transparency and accountability could help them navigate potential roadblocks. Their promise to work closely with provinces like Quebec demonstrates a willingness to adapt to regional needs. The bigger picture: immigration and Canada's future. Immigration has long been a cornerstone of Canada's identity, shaping its cultural diversity and economic strength. However, the past decade has highlighted the need for a balanced approach that prioritizes sustainability and fairness. The Conservative Party's platform seeks to restore this balance by addressing the root causes of Canada's immigration challenges. By focusing on housing, healthcare, and jobs, the Conservatives are tackling issues that affect every Canadian. Their rejection of megacity growth and commitment to protecting smaller communities resonate with those who fear losing Canada's unique character to unchecked urbanization. The Conservative Party's immigration platform offers a bold vision for restoring order to a broken system. By prioritizing sustainability, cracking down on fraud, and protecting Canadian jobs, the plan addresses the challenges of the present while laying the groundwork for a prosperous future. Whether you're a homeowner struggling with rising costs, a worker competing for jobs, or a newcomer seeking a fair chance, the Conservatives' promises resonate on a personal level. As Canada heads toward its next election, immigration will remain a defining issue. The Conservative Party's plan is a call-to-action commitment to rebuild a system that works for everyone. Will it deliver the change Canadians are demanding? Only time will tell, but one thing is clear, the conversation around immigration is heating up, and this plan is at the heart of it. That is all for today, in this video. What are your thoughts on this? Please let us know in the comments section below. Thanks for watching the entire video. Hopefully, the information is useful to you. See you later, in the next video. Till then, take care.